welcome to Brian's Guide Game. I am Brian. Today, I've got a game called Konja. Konja is a two-player dice and card game by Simon McGreger and published by Pleasant Company Games. In this game, players are wizards attempting to conjure up storms to bring rain to the dry land. They do this by invoking favor and blessings from their ancestors, casting magic spells, and rolling dice to activate the power of ancient relics. The first player to summon clouds totaling to 21 points wins the game. So let's check it out, and I'll show you how to seek the favor of the ancestors when you use the attack die, and how to make it rain in Konja. To set up, place the ancestor cards in a row like this, so they're all face up. Then you take the ancestor idol markers and put them right next to them, so then you can mark when you use them. We're going to use these wooden discs from another game that we got, but in the real game we'll have these really cool, tall, like giant meeples, like idols. Then you shuffle the relic cards and then place them here, and then flip over 3 face up, like so, to form the offerings. Then shuffle the spell deck and place those here with enough room for a discard pile. Then you take the different clouds that you will be summoning. We've got another one, and normally you would put them all the way down here in a row, 3, 5, and 7, but for convenience during the video, I'm going to put them up here. So, 3, 5, and 7. And I imagine since this is a Kickstarter, these will be uprifted from these little pieces. Then you take the magic, power, and gold tokens and place them here. And then finally, you take all the dice. You take the blue and the red, well, the purple, so these ones are blue, and the red dice right here, and you get the rest of the dice, and then give them to the starting player. Then each player starts with the starting hand. At the back, they're the same. On the normal back relics, they're like that. So they get this summoning pyramid, and then Theah, Sheka, and At, and then all players get these. Then you take the spirit token and place it here. Then you give each player 2 magic, 2 power, and 2 magic, 2 power, and 2 gold. Each player to start the game. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You are now ready to begin. So on your turn, the first player, they choose an idol, and then an ancestor, and then they choose which one. So let's do this one. So this means that they gain 1, so this is the favor, so the person who picks it gets that, and then the other player and himself gets this reward, so they choose which one they want. He's going to get 2 more gold, and he's going to get 2 magic. Then you take the marker and put it on it, so this one can't be used until the rest of them are used. Then roll the dice. Now, depending on what you roll, you get different things. So, this is a magic, here's a gold, and so these are the action dice. These you can either at the end of each roll to gain these, or you can use them to activate your relics. Then you group your dice together by your summoning tower. 1 die greater than 4, you get a power. A pair, you get 2 magic, and then if you have a run of 3 or more dice, then you get 3 or more, corresponding to the number of gold you get. And if you get 3, 4, or 5 of a kind, you get 3, 5, or 7 of these clouds, which are the points in the game. So I'll talk about that later. So right here I've rolled 2 pair, and then 1 under. So I could use these action dice to do these. So what this means, this token means that you tap it, so you turn it sideways, and you put that there. Put these back. And then you pay. So what this means is you pay as many power as you want to reroll dice. So I'm going to discard this 1, and then reroll this, and it's a 1. So now I have 3. This is really good. So I'm going to keep this. So a pair means that I get 2 magic, and then this means that I get a 3 cloud. So this is 3 points. So the whole point of the game is to get 21 points, however you want. So you're gaining these clouds to gain points. So, once your turn is, and then you resolve the action dice, and then you take whatever it is and add it to your pile. Once you've done that, you keep your cards tapped, and then you give all of the dice to the next player. Okay, so I forgot something. At the beginning of the game, you have to deal 3 cards to each player. And then I'll talk more about those as soon as I finish the first turn. So, this is the Spirit Ancestor. This is a Spirit token. You may take it to untap any one of yours at any time, and everybody untaps 4 of the cards. I already talked about this one. This one means that you can sell your cards for this money, and then you can buy the relics up for offering for the larger amount. This one means that you can spend money to upgrade your clouds to higher point amounts to get to the 21 faster. And then everybody can spend money to buy it. And then this one means that you can discard cards, and then everybody draws back up to 3. So, we're going to do this one, and he is going to spend 1 money and buy this top hat. So the maximum of cards you can have is 4. So if he buys another one, he has to discard 1. And then after you buy, you refill. And then he's going to, spend 3 and buy this one. Okay, now he rolls. And he's got these 2 and these. So, these 3. So, he's got a run, 1, 2, 3, which will give him money. He's got a set of 2, 1, 2, and a 5. So let's go 1, 2, 3, and then we could spend 2. So, I'll talk about these cards now. So depending on what's on the cards, you can do different things with them. So, this one means that he can spend the amount of money to buy cards, clouds, or upgrade clouds. This one means that you give any 2 to the other player, and then you get 2 from the other player. And then this one means that you discard any amount of cards, and then you 2 of any type. So that one doesn't help very much. So I guess we're just going to keep with this. So he gets 1 of these. So 1, 2, 3 means he gets 3 gold. And then a single over 4 means he gets a power. So that's his turn. So there are a bunch of other cards. So in order to play them, you must play the amount over here in magic. So to play this card, you have to discard 2 magic. This one you have to discard 1 magic, and this one you can play for free. So this red dice, there's one over here. You discard a power to get a red die. This one, discard a magic to get a red die. So basically what the red dice are, on another player's turn while they're rolling, so let's say it's this player's turn, and let's just say that they got a 4 5s. So that's incredible. Right here, they can discard this. So to do a red die, you can do it anytime, even on another player's turn. So you discard that and you get this red die. And then you tap that. Then you roll the die, and depending on what it is, you can use it to replace the other one. So it has to be higher. So that would be bad and give him all of them. Then he'd get 7 to replace this one. Now if this had been a 6, he could have taken the 5 out and then broken it down to a 3, so he only would have gotten 3 points and then a magic. And then there are some cards that give you a purple die, which means you get to add it to your dice for the next roll. Now, as soon as this is over, this is once again removed, and then play back continues. So play continues, getting these tokens, and then once it gets all filled up, you take them all off, and then the next player gets to choose out of all of them. Which should be the player that did not get to choose first last time. And then you continue playing until a single player gets 21 points. That signifies the last round. Keep playing until everybody gets the equal amount of turns. Then the player with the most amount of points wins. If there's a tie, it's the person with the most power, which is these green ones. So if there's a tie, the person with the most green wins. That's how to play Konja. Okay, my dad here for parents' opinions. So Dad, what do you think of Konja?
I thought Konja was a great 2-player game. There was just enough to kind of keep you doing a little bit of tug of war. I really liked how once you used one of the ancestors, then you couldn't use it until you used all of them.
Yes.
And then the other thing that I thought was really cool was whoever selected it got the favor, but both players got a blessing. So that benefited, you still got some benefit on the other player's turn.
So components, it's kind of hard to say. These, this is prototype components, and it is a Kickstarter, so you can really do anything in components. I'd like dice, cool dice. I mean, these translucent ones are nice.
Yeah, there's just a few days left in the Kickstarter, and it's going pretty well. So I think everything, we just didn't have the little idols,
Yes.
but everything else I think was pretty solid.
Artwork, it's finished artwork, so everything that you pretty much saw was complete as of artwork.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. It was very thematic. It kind of, you felt like maybe you were like a witch doctor. They referred to the dice as the bones. You were throwing the bones out and conjuring up things to
Yes.
bring down the rain. And I thought the artwork was really cool. It was a little bit dark, but just enough that it fit right in with the theme.
So, strategy. It's kind of a luck game because you're rolling the dice, though it is strategic in what you're going to do with your dice. You can put them in different arrangements to get different conjurings. I don't know, what do you call something that you conjured?
Oh, like you're conjuring up like a spirit or a spell or
so
something.
whatever spell or spirit you did, it's different on how, like, if you had 3 sets of a 1, 2, and a 3, or you had 2 sets of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, so the dice add the element of luck. It's kind of a press your luck.
And then, of course, it's also more strategic by using your white dice on your cards and
Yep,
then tapping them
to activate your cards.
to discard your tokens to mess with the dice. And then, of course, I kind of thought it kind of reminded me of like maybe Castles of Burgundy, like a Euro, maybe even kind of Gala, where you're getting these points by spending things. So, like you're getting those points by spending stuff.
Yeah, so you're getting the points from the clouds by spending the money.
Yes,
Yeah,
Like,
it seemed like it
yeah.
was all about the money.
it did.
Um,
Like, didn't I win? And all I did was pretty much collect money.
yeah, but you do. Yeah, we didn't do a whole lot of relics in the games that we played. But you do need the power to activate your
Yes.
things.
And then the cool thing was, in our first game, it was a tie. So we had to email
The designer.
the designer
yeah,
and get what the tiebreaker was because it wasn't the rules, and it's the person with the most power.
the most power. Yeah. So it is good to have power and money.
And money.
Life lessons.
Magic. Magic helps. Magic helps with your spells. Very important. So Easy for Kids, we played it. I don't think we played it with anybody else.
Well, yeah, it's just 2-player. So just you and I had played. Yeah, I mean, I think you could play with this with younger kids. They might not be into the theme maybe as much.
But rolling the dice and
but yeah,
manipulating, maybe.
because of the dice aspect and the luck, I think it fits well with kids. Just because there's not as much deep strategy when dice are involved.
Yes. So overall, it's a great game. Cool components. Well, as of what I'm seeing on Kickstarter, awesome artwork corresponds with their great theme. Their strategy, and it's easy for kids. Konja by
Pleasant Company.
Pleasant Company.
Yeah,
Games.
check this one out. There's just a few days left on the Kickstarter, so get this one in and help get some stretch goals cleared and kind of upgrade this thing. But this is definitely a fun one. We play a lot of 2-player games, and this one is a great one if you play 2 players.
Definitely. Thank you for watching Brian's Got Game. Please like us on our Facebook page, send us a tweet at Brian's Got Game, visit our webpage, briansgotgame.com, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Brian, this is my dad. See you next time.